Welcome back, everybody, to Seems Legit, the pod. As you can see, we're in our Christmas gear today. So, Merry Christmas. Hope you're having a good one. First and foremost, I just want to say to Simi and Jarrell, thank you, and Ambika, for all the efforts and all the time that they've put in to the podcast. I know they're not expecting me to say that, but genuinely, thank you to these guys. They're amazing people, amazing team, and we're only going to get better. That's the key thing. We're only going to get better. So I'm going to jump straight in, as always, with a question that these two kind of know about because they want to ask me for the script nowadays. So here's a question for you, and hopefully there's still an uncertainty about your answer. If you had the choice of having your memories forever that you have now, but you can never make a new memory, or you lose all your old memories and you can make new memories.
Do you know, I actually didn't think of it. I actually didn't even mull it over.
You can see they don't actually read the messages and stuff that I send them. So, we're starting how we started this and ending it the way that.
Yeah.
No, but I wanted to give it like an authentic in the moment.
I read it, but I didn't think about it.
I didn't take it in.
Yeah, I didn't think about it.
Who wants to go first?
It's so hard.
All right, let's think about it this way. I'll break it down a little bit. Everything that you've experienced and had memories of now,
I would forget.
Yeah.
Gone. But, and even for someone like you, Simi, parent,
Yeah.
do you not want to have the new memories of, let's just say, just for children's sake, them growing up and learning and, becoming more who they are?
Yeah. But then when kids ask you questions like, oh, when you were younger, you're not going to know anything. And I think also that's where the knowledge that you pass on to your kids about lessons that you learn and lessons that you've done wrong and you wouldn't do again come from. But you wouldn't have any memory of that. So if someone said, oh, Mummy, how were you in school?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Yeah.
So you can't guide your child, but then you don't want to keep hold of your old ones because then that's your family. That's who you're going to be creating new memories with.
Guys, I'm gonna need an answer in this question, man, because I'm not getting
one
answer.
more thing to think of as well, though. Yeah. So say I have children or I meet new people.
Yeah.
Does that mean I will never ever have recognition of meeting them? So I'm like meeting them new every single day because I don't keep the memory of them.
No.
Oh, so is it from today?
No. From today,
Okay.
you lose all the memories, but you get to make new ones.
Yeah,
or
but
you get
you
to
remember
keep
the
the
new
old
ones.
ones,
Keep the old ones,
but you can't make new
that's what I
ones.
mean. So any person I meet from today,
all you remember is what you remembered from this day.
From right now.
These love. Listen, one thing about these today, they love trying to find a loophole.
I'm not finding a loophole.
It's an easy question.
It's not an easy question.
It's not.
You know it's not an easy question.
I know. That's why I asked you.
Because when we ask you, you're going to be like, I don't know.
So we got to start the episode after that.
Cool.
So you know what I mean?
I'm gonna go.
But then like all your loved ones.
Take your time, guys. I don't know, rush. You know what I mean?
I've not even got children. Nothing yet. I'm gonna go. I don't know.
It's so hard.
This is probably the best question you've asked.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've got more.
Nah,
Don't worry about that.
This is a good one, and I can't answer it. Sim?
You have to go with the new.
Yeah,
surely.
You have to. Yeah.
So, grandparents, people who passed, you're gonna just that's gonna vanish.
I hear you.
I know.
Because the only thing that keeps some things alive is the memories that we have.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Absolutely. It's just me and even just like me and Jarrell before we were waiting for everyone to turn up. We were saying, remember the days where we were in like liquid at a certain age,
I had them conversations.
I know.
Be like, oh, what's the new thing now? So what one is it, guys? Because right now, even though you give the answer, it sounds like you'd rather keep your memories. That's what it sounds like.
For me, because I don't have children, I haven't done the rest of my life yet. I would hate to not, if I have children, to wake up every day and have to get to know them again. Do you know what I mean? Because I can't make new memories, so I can't.
Okay,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
So for me, I'm going to go with that, purely that, because the past, and as horrible as it sounds, yes, you can't think, but staying in the present, in the present, and I'd rather.
So you're saying if I was to go home now,
I
don't know who's in my. If I was to get rid of my old memories, I don't know who's in my house.
Technically, no.
How do I know where I live?
That's your business. You better go sat nav most recent. You better have that saved as home. Go there because you ain't gonna remember
But
that.
then that doesn't make
What
sense.
do you mean it doesn't make sense?
There's a
What would
man
you do
lying
then?
in my
Well,
bed.
generally, what would you do?
But do you know what I mean? I like, how do I know that's my husband? And-
Guys. Listen.
wait.
You can then
Do you
find
still
out.
have things
You
like
can then
photos?
find out. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
then find out.
Okay,
But
cool.
it'd be new. But you won't remember that
Yeah.
time. Obviously, you're going to see
Have
stuff,
you
and then
watched,
he'll tell you that.
50 First Dates, that movie, 50
When
First Dates,
they-
where she loses and she, from a certain point in her life, and then she has to redo it every single day.
Yeah.
And he has to make her fall in love every single.
I
can't
do
who the actor
remember
is.
something like that.
Also, Notebook is kind of like
Was
that
it?
as well, wasn't
Oh,
it?
I've watched
She
that
had Alzheimer's, and then. But back to the question.
Got Sim.
Oh, I don't know. Can I
What
just
would you
fill a
do?
blank on this one?
Do you know what? Before I answer, I don't know why. When you said Alzheimer's, that gave me another like prompt for a question. And obviously, guys, I do this off the top of my head. What would be like more of a fear? Dying, because we're all going to eventually one day. Even me, guys. And I know some of the haters will be happy to hear that. But
The cockroach. I'd see the story.
but would you rather die like a slow, painful death, or die with people who have like Alzheimer's and like they forget who they are? Like,
But they're both slow deaths, no?
not in pain. You're not in pain. Like I'm saying, if you're not in pain, you just don't remember anything. You just
just
lose
drift
everything.
off.
Yeah.
Or would I rather die a slow, painful?
But you know who you are, and you know who your people are, and everything else. I know, man. I've got a question. It's Christmas, man. I'm giving gifts out, man.
I'd hate to be in pain and die slowly.
I'm giving gifts.
I'd hate to be in pain and die slowly.
Mm.
I think that's even worse for your family.
But is it?
What
Like,
them
if you're
watching you in pain?
Yeah, but to a certain extent, you can mask the pain for a bit.
no,
and
that's,
for what-
that's
but
not
then-
what the question was.
Morphine might help a little.
No.
But
You
then
said it.
you
Then I'm
don't-
not in pain.
Yeah, you are in pain, but you need something to obviously keep it. You're not in a good state.
How
But
slow is the
also-
death? We
Sorry,
took a week or we took like
No
a year?
loopholes. No loopholes.
going back to what you're saying, it's less painful for people watching. But them to lose you suddenly one day and you not recognize them, or like you not have any memories of them, and or like if someone comes to you and they're like, "Hey," saying when you do have kids and grandkids, and they're like, "Hey, Dad," and you're like,
Who are
"Who
you?
are you?"
I hear you.
For them to be
I hear
like,
you, but more
"What do you
people,
mean?"
but people live like that, and
Yeah,
unfortunately, so that like there are ways around that. Whereas I just think watching someone die a slow, painful death, that just sounds horrible.
They're both horrible.
Yeah, they're both.
don't
I
like
guess
either of
it's
It's the pain part.
Yeah,
for
and
me.
it's also
I would hate to see a
I
loved
think-
one in pain.
I think it's the
constantly.
recipient of
Yeah.
also though, as Simi was saying, like, and I'm gonna bring it to me and you. Like, imagine you're here, but I've lost you.
Yeah,
It's
I get
that's
that, I get
that's also a big pain
Yeah.
because
yeah.
like you are you, and I'm
Yeah.
like I see you and you know I feel the love and everything else, and you're like,
but don't you think?
I don't know who
but
you
don't
are.
you think you'd make allowances for that, and you'd still like if that was me, I would still keep you around. I'd still make sure
course.
you're safe. But
Yeah,
when you're
yeah.
in pain and there's nothing I can do to stop you feeling that pain as you're dying, do you know that's horrible. Where at least if you're dying that slow and you don't remember, you're not in discomfort. We can still make sure you'll
You'll be
do you know what
very
I mean?
confused
You'll be
every day.
confused, but
Every
it's
day.
not. It's do you know what I mean?
No, I hear it. It's interesting. Hopefully, none of us have to experience
hopefully
anything
not.
like that. Touch wood, wherever that is. So, we're going to get into the episode, guys. I know this wasn't even the main topic, but this is what happens. So, I'm going to start with something that has been on my mind for many years. And this is a good time to talk about it because 'tis the season to be merry. Is that
Jolly.
right? Jolly, wherever it is.
Merry.
Alcohol,
Talking about
drinking.
Alzheimer's.
Hey,
Christmas.
Christmas, having a good time. That's all we're all going to be doing for the next couple of weeks. And yeah, we're all, well, not everyone, people drink alcohol and it affects people very differently. And I know it sounds like a small topic, but in a way it's not, because I want to speak to you both about what's your thoughts on when people get drunk, some people get angry and they want to fight, friends and whoever it is. Some people get happy, some people get sad. Why do you think that happens? Take your time, guys.
Do you know what drunk you are?
What drunk
kind
I
of
am?
Yeah. Do you know?
Oh, yeah, we know what drunk Sean is.
I am super happy. I make friends. I'll
Until
make
he's
friends. I'll probably get
Till
like
he's not.
I'll probably
Till
get
he's
God and the devil to like make up. That's how I make friends with everyone. Like genuinely, I don't know
about when you're
why. The
drunk?
frequency that I feel like I get into, I think I have it anyway. But when I get drunk, it's even more just like, yo, I'm just happy to
World
be here.
peace. Yeah.
Yeah, literally that. And that's just how it is.
I'm a bit both. I do get really like happy and chatty and things like that.
Yeah.
But I can also be really like, I just want to drink Lee Miller. Go over.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about you?
I used to be such an aggressive drunk. I used to. I don't know why you do
I was gonna say I had a feeling, but
Yeah, why?
she be drinking right now, so I ain't trying to bring that back. Sorry, I'm good. I'm good. I had a feeling. I don't know why. I don't know.
But
I
we've
had
been
a
on
feeling.
many nights out, and have you ever seen me
Never.
being aggressive drunk?
Never ever seen you be.
I think
aggressive.
you're a protective aggressive drunk.
I'm very. Oh, yeah, I am. Also, but just not to like. It could be to anyone. It could be a random at a bar. And if someone's just like, if someone's being an idiot to someone, I'm like, who are you talking to? Don't talk to her like that. It's not my business.
Are you just getting up to
Shut
do stuff
up.
like that?
I'm just
you're one of-
angry. But I also think it was how you feel about the world at the time.
Okay.
I think back then I was just angry at the world, and there was no reason for me to be. So when I drank, it came out.
Yes.
So going to what you. So do you think alcohol brings out how you're feeling more?
Yeah.
And for you as well, because you said you get extra happy.
Yeah, and this is what I was going to kind of get into. I think,
Yeah.
but you are right, because there's people who I know who never probably used to be so angry drunk, and then maybe later on in life they've become that, and I
Gone
feel
through
like
stuff.
because maybe they're not happy with their reality at the moment, that's what's kind of coming to the surface. So, is alcohol this window into like what's really going on inside you?
And I also feel when I was an aggressive drunk, and this is going to sound really big-headed of how I was when I was younger, because I know I can handle myself.
You know, you can
because
fight.
I'm a black belt. I have.
Hey.
Just like,
I have.
just like-
Just in case you lot didn't know, all right? She's a black
just in
belt.
case you want to try me.
Just in case.
No, as in like I had the confidence behind me. If I wasn't, and if I didn't study martial arts like I did, I wouldn't have had the confidence. So if I was to go out and I knew I could handle myself. So I knew I could be a little bit more cocky and a little bit more like pull people up on their behavior. Now, although I'm still a black belt, I haven't lost my black belt. I don't have that like
Nature.
I could fight on the spot right now. Now I feel like I could probably get handled in a couple of situations, but I think that added to me being a aggressive drunk, if that makes it. Not aggressive, angry.
Yeah, that was part of
Because I knew like I'd be okay. If everything kicked off, I would probably be okay.
All right.
Depending.
I think it's probably an even split, because I even when I've hated the world, and I've never been an aggressive, kind of person. I've never had got into a fight in a club. It's not my nature really. So, and even when I drink, it doesn't. Even if I'm like pissed, or angry at the world, I still haven't gone out. And do you know what I mean? So I swim for as many people that are like that. I think there's a big selection, a handful of us who just aren't as well.
Do you think it has a connection with like what you drink?
That was going to be another question.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
So,
Yeah, that was another question, because people, and I know we all know people who drink, literally say, "Oh, I don't drink this because." Some people say, "I don't drink vodka because it gets me angry."
that's me.
And I've always found that interesting, because I'm not sounding like an alcoholic here. I can drink any drink,
Yeah, we know you can.
and and it not affect me really any different to the other.
Yeah.
You know, I think maybe tequila gets my memory going a little bit hazy up. Do you know what? We're going to answer that question. I've got another question.
Okay.
One you're going to love. But yeah, why do we think, or do we think the different types of alcohol affects people differently?
Yeah.
And why?
I mean, I don't know the science behind it, but I
Yeah.
assume it's to do with the chemicals and the imbalance and the sweet. Like someone drinks are sweeter than others and all that kind of stuff, I guess. Or have different components.
And I also think it's the quality of the drink. So when I was younger, if I was to have vodka, I would have it straight, but I'd have like Glen's vodka. Do you know what I mean? Like,
wonder
it would
No
be
wonder
like
she's aggressive. I don't
Smirnoff.
know.
Yeah, no wonder I was aggressive. Exactly. But that's
No
what I
wonder she
mean.
wanted to fight.
But now my go-to is AU vodka.
Do you know?
But I feel it's a better
I hear you
quality.
because I went through a period where I didn't drink vodka.
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Fully.
I think the quality of vodka I went for back then because it was cheaper. I was younger.
Couldn't afford
I
that.
didn't really care. I couldn't afford Smirnoff. Like,
Hey,
afford
I think vodka might, if they ever watch this, they might be like, yo, what you lot saying about our brand? Because
Yeah.
apparently
but
vodka's
hold
the
tight
fighting
AU
drink.
vodka because they've changed the game. Like,
Yeah.
they've-
AU vodka have definitely changed the game, 1,000,000%.
and for me, because that's my go-to now. All I drink is like vodka, AU vodka.
I hope she's got that in her glass right now. I'm joking.
I've always been rum. Always been rum.
Yeah.
Always been rum.
And do you think that because that's more of a chilled,
Yeah, maybe. I
drink?
don't know. I don't
maybe
know.
what you mix it with?
I think that's what more it is, and that's why probably like if I was going to pick one, I'd pick an AU.
Yeah.
Because of the stuff you can mix it with.
Yes.
And like the normal vodka, it's just too bitter for me. I've got such a sweet tooth that I like
Yeah.
Do you guys think there's a cultural factor to
what you
how
drink?
how we perceive it, how we're seen with drink?
Oh,
Do you think that plays a
How
part
we're
too?
seen.
or seen or
How we
Like how we drink at
how we drink, how we ourselves perceive drink and alcohol itself as well.
Yeah.
for me, I didn't come from a huge drinking household.
Mm.
I only started drinking once I got out and saw the world. At home, that it wasn't a huge drinking culture.
Guys,
What you drink now, you said it was mainly rum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that will go back to heritage of?
It's probably in me heritage wise, but
Yeah.
I
And what made you lean?
I can't
towards
say
rum?
like
It's
say
'cause
say
you
say like
saw it more often.
yeah maybe, but say now like if you go into my house now, you open the cupboard,
Yeah.
there's rum bottles and you know what I mean. Whereas at home, growing up, I can't tell you if I remember going in the cupboards and seeing like bottles of drink and rum and things like that. It just wasn't. Yeah, I didn't come from a drink household. It was more like if I went round with the family and that.
Yeah, we did some.
It was like or we went out and was drinking. Mum wasn't a huge drinker
No.
like that, and she's still not now.
What was your first drink? Your memory of your first time you had alcohol? And I know not everyone can remember. I think most people can remember.
To be fair, I think my family and our parents wanted us to have a taste of alcohol in the house. So we didn't go out which we still did. Obviously, we're all still young. Like, we done things that we would do when you're stupid and young. But
course.
they gave us a sip of, and they gave us little bits of drink at home to be like, taste it.
So what was the first one you can remember when you went out and drunk? And
Oh,
you got licked and
It
you...
would just be a vodka.
Oh, okay.
Like a cheap vodka. I know. It was a cheap vodka.
But
that's what we did.
it was the cheap one. It was probably the cheapest option back then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was that your first as well?
I remember mine. I remember it was in on border side, and I was out. I think it was a New Year's, and I got lit. I remember my mum bought me a new coat for ripped it.
How old?
Fell in the. I must have been like 15, 16, man.
Yeah.
I was ended that night. Ended on the vodka. I think that's what scarred me for vodka for so long.
put you
I was
off
like,
it.
I don't drink that drink.
Yeah. What about you?
Wray Nephew. And you know, it's funny
And
you
that's
say
your
that.
first drink.
It's funny you say that. I remember.
That was a mad first drink, you know.
I remember, it was me and Ezra at the time, and we was at his grandma's house, and his family Jamaican, and they used to always drink this clear drink, and I was like, "What is that?" And he'd be like, "Bro, let's just go in the kitchen and check this out, man." I'm like, "You know what? Let's check this out." Obviously, we're young, so I remember we couldn't even really reach where the glasses and stuff were.
You didn't drink for the bottle.
So we get it down, bro. We get 2 glasses. We don't really know measurements. So we smell it and we're like, yo, what's this? And we're like, okay, well, let's just, let's give it a gulp, see what happens.
I feel sick for you even listening to this.
I promise you,
Yeah.
You throw up.
I remember, I fell to my knees and I thought, this might be it for me.
Is it?
Nah, legit, because
It's been burned. I bet
bro,
it
and that's
burned.
not just that does it to me now as an adult.
Yeah.
It tastes like acid.
Imagine a child
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
never had anything
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
mad.
And that's one drink
Mad, that's
scarred.
mad.
That
Yeah.
drink now, I
That's
smell it, I'm
mad.
just like, oh, no way.
Do you drink it now?
Nope.
Because of
I think
kitchen?
so. I mean, I'll have it in
How
like
old
a
are you?
cocktail.
big age.
14, 15?
I want to say 14.
Yeah.
I want to say
Insane.
14, flattened me out. I mean, like coughing up my soul. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and he's there dying too. And it's like, you know, that one's like, look
You're
at
both
each other, like
Yeah.
half dying, like it's been a good run, bro. You know what I'm saying? we really gave it our best. You know what I mean? Honestly, yeah.
Jokes.
Never
Ray
again.
Nephew first drink
Never,
is insane.
ever,
Aye, that's
ever.
insane.
Yeah. So, heads up to anyone who's of a certain age and hasn't had alcohol yet.
Yeah.
Do not drink Wray Nephew. That is
Straight.
not your drink.
Yeah,
Don't
no.
drink it.
No.
Oh, all right. So next one. Oh, man,
That's so
flatten me. What is one of the craziest things you've done whilst you've been drunk? Give me some good stuff, guys. I want the good. This is Christmas. I need a gift. I need a good gift. The audience needs a gift. Let's give them some good stuff. A crazy thing that you guys have done. Whoever wants to start, I don't mind. Hey,
I'm trying to
man.
think what classifies as crazy.
Like you're
To
really
you.
drunk. Like you're not tipsy. You're not like, in your like little chill mood. You are drunk and you do something that you would never do sober, obviously. What, you've never done anything a little bit out of like,
Yeah, but
you got a list. Basically, he's got a list, so he's trying to figure out where does this fit
yeah.
into.
Well, can I not incriminate
Where's
myself?
crazy? Yeah.
Literally, I noticed that. He's all trying to work it out.
I don't know, man. Like, I've done crazy things like walk home from like
Nah,
but like down the river and by like the riverside and like
in the dark.
in the pitch black and that like
Before we had phones with
bro,
torches.
just bopping,
every time.
licked out your head, bro.
Oh,
yeah. So like that,
damn.
that's it. See, if someone told me, I'd be like now, I'd be like, bro, that
Bro,
was
that's
crazy.
nuts. Yeah, what
I
you
was
do?
like, that was crazy.
What are you actually doing?
Walking down,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know, come down that shit and just walking down, bruv, by myself, just whopping on the way home back to Langley.
God.
But I guess that's crazy. It's not like insanely crazy.
No.
It's just
I don't
unsafe.
think I don't think I've ever done anything that's like,
Crazy.
what the hell?
Yeah.
But obviously, alcohol has probably encouraged me to do something I wouldn't do when I was fully sober.
Guys, I'm
So-
hearing a lot of excuses. I ain't getting
do you know-
no
do you-
stories.
I'm gonna let you know.
Do you know me?
Right.
I also forget a lot of things when I drink. So
Oh,
woke
that
up and
old
be like,
excuse.
Yeah, I listen. Black. I can remember bits of the night. They were like, "Oh, you did this, huh?"
What? Who, me?
That wasn't me.
So my story is where my mum and dad live, and my mum and dad know about this, so thank God I'm not incriminating myself. They behind them, we've got a neighbour we don't get along with. He hasn't liked us. Him and his wife, when his wife was alive, didn't like us. They from like time. Do you remember when you're young, you come home from school and you're blasting music. She'll come out like, turn your music down. Like, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
always, they don't like us.
Yeah.
And we don't like them. They've made it clear.
Yeah.
We make it clear. So one time mum and dad were away. And where mum and dad lived, they got woodlands around them. So you'd get like mice. So we'd put traps out and mice would obviously kill the
Okay.
mice. One night, me and my brother-in-law decided that the great way to dispose of these mice was through our neighbour's letterbox.
Oh,
So,
you sent a message.
One night, and this
Yeah,
was
you
before
sent a
the ring doorbell, before anything.
Yeah.
And we were just sick of them. Because everything we tried to do, like we tried to do an extension on the house, they would put a complaint into the council. So we've said, do you know they're going to learn?
Do you
You're
know
messing
what?
with the wrong family.
All I can hear is Simi say vodka, Glens, brought some anger in it. I know you was on the Glens. I know this is
I
the
don't know
Glens.
what we were on. But yeah, we took the mice from the traps. So now you have to pick them off the little thing that they get killed
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
And we went and put it for our neighbour's letterbox.
How many did you put in? How many?
Probably about 2 or 3.
Damn. Rats.
So when they
No,
came,
mice.
Mice.
Yeah.
But they're
Field
dead.
mice, yeah. But then they
dead.
came down. And then I think we put one in their exhaust pipe.
You're
Sorry.
doing too
We
much.
put two
Nah.
in the
they're doing
thing and one in
The
the...
sauce man, you lot are doing
So
bad.
yeah, and then since then,
You lot are doing bad.
yeah, I didn't have much of an issue with them after that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Damn.
What's your crazy one? Come on.
Nah, I've done many crazy
You live a
stuff.
life, bro.
Pick one.
And not incriminate myself. It's kind of
Bro, that's what
impossible.
I said.
It's kind of
Think, you
impossible.
have to
But
think.
I'm this, and we're gonna go into the new year like this as well. I'm not holding back nothing anymore on this podcast. We're just going all in. This is gonna be the truthful place.
Incriminate yourself. Incriminate yourself. Live on the edge.
All right, so I mean, there's a few, but I remember one, and man, I got in trouble, man. I'm in my bed. I think this is when I first started getting drunk. I started going out when my mum didn't really know I was out getting drunk. So I'd come back. I'm done. I'm in my bed. And I had this dream that I got up and I went to the bathroom. Normal dream. I was just like, chilling out.
Oh, God. Where were you? Where were you? Over in your mum's room?
I went in my bed.
Whose bed were you in?
On the
I went in my
landing,
bed.
no, you didn't pee from the top of the stairs.
The washing.
I got up in my
In your dream.
I've gone like in the corner of my room and I've just been like literally just going
Just let it
pee,
go.
like,
Yeah.
big pee and
So
so
them
much
drunk peas, yeah.
Bro,
All right, listen.
so much
and you
that-
go for it,
brother, my brother has woke up because he was like, what? Like what? So in my dream, I'm in the bathroom and I hear this door open and I'm like, bro, come out of the bathroom. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, bro, what the hell are you doing? You're peeing in your room, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yo, anyways. I was like, I beg you don't tell mum. I beg you don't tell mum.
That is
How did
jokes.
you... What?
Mum obviously found out.
Yeah.
Let's just put it this way. Never again. I had to clean it and my backside felt it. You know what I'm saying?
That is so...
Never again. Ever. That was one thing I remember. I was like, damn, alcohol can do that to you.
That is
But then I
so
learned, like,
funny.
obviously, bro, when you're having these dreams, just get
Get
up.
up.
Like, make sure you're up. Make sure, like, you look yourself in the mirror, make sure this ain't no dream. Like,
Yeah.
Inception, spin the little thing, see if
Still
it
spinning.
falls. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
That's
man.
so
That is
funny.
Yeah,
jokes,
yeah,
that's
that was a bad one for me. I've done other ones, but that one was just like crazy.
I've got it's a bit of a different one. Go on.
Don't you
finish.
think, like, when you look back on all the times you've had, like, amazing memories and, like, laugh out loud, tears rolling down your face,
Lots
a lot of the time,
yeah, but this-
alcohol
I
has
was-
been involved in it?
I've got so many stories.
Yeah.
And abroad ones as well.
Yeah,
It's just
oh,
like it's just been like
they're elite. Oh, that might be the crazy stuff. Them abroad ones in Zante driving down the freaking roads I don't even know on quad bikes,
Yeah,
drunk. Like,
yeah.
what were we even thinking?
Yeah.
we
That
lost
was
the
crazy,
we lost
bro.
the quad bike.
Bro, we was just
We lost one. Lost the whole one.
Imagine that, drunk now on holiday, lost the quad bike, yeah? But I go back to the team, he's like, we gotta go steal another one. What do you mean?
I didn't say that.
Hey, this is the brother who works there. He's like, yeah, go steal another one.
Yeah,
Then.
go find another
He's
one,
like,
yeah.
here, this is a magic key. I was like, this is what you do, innit?
Go get yourself
Bro.
a new quad bike. Bring it here. We're
But yeah,
even.
I don't care. I want a quad bike here by
but
morning.
that's crazy stuff.
Yeah,
like,
we should not have been doing that
that's
stuff,
insane. When I
man.
look back at that stuff, that's insane.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Winging down on quad bikes, like,
Yeah.
at,
And
like,
we're new drinkers, man.
5
We ain't-
a.m. in the morning at 18, licked out my head. Like, that was crazy. Yeah, that was insane stuff.
And do you know what's
Madness.
weird? Like, for my little bros, I kind of want them to experience some good stuff. Maybe
Yeah.
not that, because, you know,
That's
Yeah.
insane. That's
yeah,
crazy.
that could be life-threatening,
And it was,
obviously.
we obviously had a friend that.
Yeah, we had a friend who obviously
So,
had passed away
it was
doing
bad.
some
Yeah.
crazy stuff like that. So, yeah, there's all fun and games until it's not fun and games.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But that's the problem, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
This
is
is
until
it.
it isn't.
It is.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
But on them lines, yeah, so, because obviously we're all drinkers. If someone says to you, I don't drink, what's your first reaction to that?
Damn, that's a good question. I'm the one asking the questions out here, right?
It's only because it happened the other day.
Yeah.
It made me think about it. Like, and my first reaction was, what do you mean you don't drink? Do you know what I mean? Which is bad.
Which is bad.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it?
I think why?
But
What you think? Why do they?
Why? Why do you
Why
not
do you-
drink?
why don't you drink?
Because it's bad for you.
Try some of this Glens.
Because it's not good for you. That's why I don't drink. Like, oh no!
In moderation.
No, but
mean,
some people
drinking-
just don't drink.
The culture we're
just
in is so embedded in us that we literally question someone who wants to do better for their body and their health,
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
and we're like, "Why are you doing that?"
Why are
Yeah.
you doing it? Like,
We-
we're judging you
yeah.
because you're not drinking.
Yeah.
I didn't say we.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys. I'm not.
And
Listen, I get
and I'll be
that. I
honest,
get that.
Give it 10 years ago, my family would force you to drink.
Yeah.
You can't come into our household
Not
and
have
tell
the
us.
juice.
What do you mean? You don't drink. You do drink.
They all
Here you go.
drink Glens. They all
And they'll
drink
give it
Glens
to
in
you.
there.
Yeah.
Hey, don't
They'll give it to you. What do you mean you don't
Oh,
drink?
which Glens? You want this 10-year-old Glens? This 20-year-old Glens?
Yeah.
What Glens do you want?
Yeah.
What Glens is it going to be?
Well, we're Indian, so back then it would have been Bacardi. Like, what Bacardi?
Oh,
and you're like, oh. But yeah, you
That's
can't.
not-
But it's bad, isn't it? Because your mind does go
Bro,
to,
instantly, whenever someone says to me, I don't drink, I'm like,
you're not my kind of person.
Yeah, isn't that
Which is
so
not my kind of
bad?
person.
It's so
We
bad.
can't vibe.
It's so bad.
It is bad.
It's so bad.
But there's truth in it. Let's be honest. This
Yeah.
is, like I said, we're starting this, we're ending the year, and we're
Yeah.
starting a new year. Truthfulness. I think there's a lot of people who have that reaction to that answer
Yeah.
Yeah.
subconsciously, even if
Yeah.
they admit it
Don't
or
say it out
not.
loud,
Yeah.
I think it's a pot of like, well, you're no fun then, or you're not my vibe,
Yeah.
or you're kind of boring.
Yeah.
Like
You're not my
all
person.
these
Yeah.
words, like, you know,
But it is
Yeah.
bad. It is bad.
And they've got bad representation of, not bad representation, they've got bad, like, there's no good thoughts. Not like, oh, you must really care about your health.
nah,
Yeah.
it's a negative, bro. What you-
Really, always.
Two things, like, what have you done that made you stop drinking?
Yeah. You had a bad experience.
Yeah. Do you know
Yeah. Yeah.
To be fair, most of the time, I do feel like people who say I don't drink, not all,
Had a bad experience.
they've been going a little bit too hard on the liquor, and they had to either get told that you need to stop,
Oh my God.
or they had to realize, I need to probably like just cut out of it. I know people that are like that, and it's a good decision.
Would you? Could you
Would I, what?
ever cut out
I mean,
alcohol?
like, if someone said, like, I don't drink all the time.
Yeah.
Like, so,
Mm.
I mean, I'm not 25 no more. Do you know what I mean? I'm not out
Yeah.
every weekend drinking and stuff like that. So, there's some weeks I don't even have a drink for like a month, 2 months.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy.
Could you?
But before you answer, my thing is, if you're saying that and I have to stay home, it's cool. If you say, "Oh, we're going,
Yeah,
we're
let's
going
go out.
Admiral or
Yeah,
something," you know what I mean?
yeah.
Then I'll be like,
It's-
yeah.
I
Yeah.
could,
yeah.
because
You just don't
there's
want
other
to.
things that I can just like do in my time.
Yeah.
Because of my job,
Oh, whatever, man.
it's trickier. It is. No, it is. It is 100%.
Why is it trickier? Because it's
Because
all
I host and I
Because
like
it's free and
I-
the clients.
that's my job. My job is to basically wine and dine clients.
Yeah, them.
them.
Wine and dime them. You don't have to.
Same way you lot just said. Oh, when someone says, "Oh, they're not drinking,"
Well,
etc.
my
So
job.
now
you
you're
do
crying.
it.
No,
So you do
no, I
it.
don't, because I'm gonna
So
do
you
it.
do it to be accepted by your
No,
clients.
I do it because obviously I just want to have a little chill time and I don't mind a little drink. But I'm saying, my point is, if we're gonna go based on the fact that when we said about someone saying that they don't drink, we would have a more negative thought about them, which is
Yeah.
wrong. I'm now saying to you, I'm taking clients out. And I'm now going to say that, and you are like,
Nah, I hear
but
it.
wait,
Yeah,
that's not cool.
Because that's because you're using your job as the excuse to why you drink. You could
No, I
still-
didn't say it's an excuse. I didn't say it would be. I said it's more
It's hard.
difficult.
So what you're saying is,
I didn't say that's the only reason. Come on, hey, listen. Are we having a break here? What are we doing? Is it break?
bit hot in here.
Yeah, I'm getting hot in here. It's real hot in here, man. Damn. These have been on the whole time.
whole time, bro,
There.
sparkling.
These are normally only on when I'm lit, and I'm not lit, so I'm gonna have to turn them off. Because
Until you're
obviously,
lit.
yeah. So yeah. But I do think I think it is definitely a little break now.
Yeah?
Yeah. So stay tuned. We'll be back in 5. Welcome back, guys. As you can see, we're still in the Christmas gear, and Jarrell has kindly said that he's going to be giving us a gift with a question that none of us know about. So please, my bro.
Cool. So
What
my
is it?
question to you guys would be: so I watched a show on Netflix, and it got me thinking. So, would you go back in time and kill a baby to stop an evil man?
To stop what?
To stop an evil man.
Yes.
So, like, say it was like Hitler or someone like that. Would you kill an innocent baby?
Yes.
So still innocent.
And
Yes.
you are disgusting.
I'm not.
You
I'm
are-
not. If you said to me, I could stop. I could stop guys like Dharma and these freaking Hitler. Oh, listen. Sorry, guys. Call me a maniac. That baby's getting put down. It is. 100%.
No
Even
hold
though
back,
it might,
Sean.
it might not change the timeline, someone might take his place.
No. You asked me to stop an evil person. I said
I
yes.
said, yeah.
I would.
But do you think there has to be bad in the world. There has to be even evil men in the world to balance out good in the world.
What was this
But
evil
are you
men? What was that
any-
meant by? What was that meant by?
I don't know. But
I'm looking at you, you know.
listen, but what makes you any less evil then if you're going to go back and kill a baby?
Because I'm going to be saving so many other people.
How do you know?
Because
evil man
because
who
we
just-
said back in time, so we already know because we're already from that time, so we
So
already
what
know.
you're telling? But we don't know who the evil man is.
No, that's the point. The point is, if they had the choice to kill the evil man before they grow up,
To kill an innocent baby.
who will become an evil man? Let's not say. Let's
The
be
question was to
realistic
kill an
here.
innocent man to stop an evil man.
Correct. Well, I kill an innocent baby at the time to stop an evil man, and the answer is still yes. I mean, why would you not?
I just asked the question.
Why would you not? You're gonna be like, you know what? Because you're a baby, I'm gonna let you kill and rape all these people because you know what? You're just too cute. Fuck that, bro. No, that's not happening. Promise you, that ain't happening.
Because you're too cute.
No way.
What are you doing?
Little baby.
Yep. And I'm gonna say it again. Yes. I hope we can get the letters like
YES.
YES exclamation mark bold underline in red if you want it. Actually, you won't be able to see it because of the top.
So what are you doing?
Yeah, you would have
Yes.
to. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
You didn't have to say it with so much chest.
Yes.
John didn't even finish the question.
Hey.
Yes.
Yes.
Would you kill? Yes.
Why are we even
You didn't even know.
I do know.
You
I know
don't.
the answer would be yes. There's no, for me, there's no ifs or buts about that. The baby, listen, I know you're going to be like, because it's a baby at the time, and I get that. But because we're not coming from that time, it's not completely innocent because you're going to grow up and be a monster. So I'd rather just take you out now.
So your thing is there's one less monster because there's
Yes.
still 100 other monsters out there.
If I could do them all, then great.
And
But
so do you think that evil would just be replaced, regardless of what you did?
yeah, this is like a Batman question, man. Because he takes out the Joker and then Scarecrow comes up or Mr. Freeze. There's always going to be a super villain.
yeah,
That's true.
So it leads me
That's
on
true.
to, have you ever heard the grandfather paradox thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like this word today.
Yes.
This is time travel, and this
Yeah.
is basically
Well,
going
this
on.
is-
If you want to like basically get rid of someone, then you'd go back in time and kill the parents. Let's just say it's an example, and it's deeper than that. But that's kind of what you're talking about. It's like, well, if you're never born, then you'll never be
able to do that.
to do that.
Yeah.
So are you asking me will I kill the parents? Damn,
No,
chill, bro.
So
Police are watching this, bro. Like the baby went down. I'm joking. I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking.
But yeah, so anyway, it was a show called Bodies on Netflix. And if you have it, really good. But it's time travel and stuff. And they don't take him out. They don't take out the youth, but they change
Wait,
it
Sean.
to that
Pussies.
like
Sean.
They are pussies for that. Because they know what he's gonna do.
pussies.
What if life changed it though? Do we know he's definitely going to grow up to be an evil man?
There's something.
That's the question, basically.
But we've got evil men running our country now. They don't have to.
They're the
I'm not
thoughts
gonna
of
get into
Simi.
that. Yeah.
No, there is.
No,
There is.
you're right. No, 100%.
There is.
100%.
Poor baby.
Dharma as a baby. I'm just gonna say his name. Dharma as a baby. You're gonna be like, poor baby.
Yeah,
Think
but
about all the babies and all the people that were killed because of these people.
yeah.
I'm saying one
baby.
serial killer. Just
So
anyways.
yeah, so that was my question.
That's a good
That's a
question.
good question.
Very good one, man. Yeah, damn, that's a good one. I don't know why Simi's on me about it, but that's a good one. And you know what, guys? Listen, audience, comment, let us know what your answer is to that, you know?
Yes.
And
yes.
yes.
You see bare yeses in the comments.
Yeah, but you got to do exclamation mark.
Yeah.
If you're going to put that, it's got exclamation mark. Here's a question for you guys. What's stronger, love or hate?
In what regards? What do you mean?
Just in general.
As,
Would
an,
you think?
as an emotion to feel?
Yeah, what's stronger? What do you think stronger, love or hate?
Strong emotion to feel.
Not just for yourself. I mean, just genuinely.
In the world.
world,
and-
Yeah, love or hate.
What's stronger? Love. Love will always wash out hate.
Does it?
I think so. I think the thing with hate is such a personal
Thing.
emotion. So like, if I hated you,
Yeah.
unless you were cared about that wouldn't affect your life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That affects me. I have to take that toxic.
Love is a personal emotion.
No, but the way you display love
It's a welcoming.
do you know what I mean? It's a nice emotion. It's welcoming. You can show love. Not all of them. Not everybody shows love positively, but it's just like hatred. Like if I hate someone, then I can hate someone that doesn't know me, doesn't even know I exist, and that's me carrying around that burden forever, or for as long as I hate.
So you're saying love is stronger because
it affects more people.
It affects, but
as an emotion.
Then what about like terrorist groups and like their way of getting? You see terrorist groups and they bring people on and follow their way through hatred, and through scaring and scaremongering and stuff like that. But you don't actually ever have groups of people that go around spreading love.
Agreed. It's just easier to hate. It doesn't mean it's a stronger emotion. It's easier to hate someone than it is to show them love.
Yeah. Just to clarify, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I definitely think.
And you think like even like you said, you touched on the terrorist thing. So like a terrorist organization could kill 1,000 people.
Yeah.
But if you go into the messages of love and all that,
support and
millions and millions will reach out and show love. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When someone dies, yes, it's a tragedy, but the emotional support of love always outweighs the hatred of that person passing or anything like that. I always feel.
No, I definitely agree. I agree when you say it's easily spread.
Easier.
And yeah.
Love is more easy spread than hate?
No, easier to spread hate. It's easier to do you know what I mean?
Because we're saying it's an easier
emotion
to display. Yeah.
So what's stronger? Love or hate? You're
Love.
saying love is stronger because it's not as easy to spread.
I feel it takes, so say anybody in the world, to show someone love and kind of that thing, that's harder than saying, I just don't like you.
And also we're born to love. We're not born to hate people. So love is what we're born with. You grow up with, hopefully a lot of people grow up with love, loving family and stuff like that. We learn how to give love before we learn how to give hate to people.
I think it's a good point, isn't it? Because babies aren't born to hate. Do you know what I mean?
It's an environmental thing. It's
something you learn. And,
So here's a question.
100%.
Right now, at 30 plus years, would
20.
you say that the world's, from when you've known it, has been more filled with love or been more filled with hate?
Well, that's personal experience, isn't it?
It's just honest. What do you feel it's been more of?
More of hate.
But
Because
love's
that's
stronger.
But that could be because that's what we're shown more of.
Right.
You don't
that's
show
true.
more of that. And that's from
true.
personal experiences, growing up, if you've been subject or victim to racism, it's hate. You never really, when you're younger, you never get some comment you go, oh my God, I love the colour of your skin. And do you know what I mean? It was always, your colour of your skin was used against you in a negative way and in a hateful way. So you grow up knowing more hate and then you see more hate in the world.
Right.
But when you grow up and then you start having kids and like you grow families and when you got a closer relationship to families, you feel the love more.
I've got one last question on this. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I do like your answers. They're actually really, really good answers. Ones I didn't really think of, to be honest, because my answer was probably more hate. But I think you probably guessed that. You spoke about children not being born with hate, and that's true. Children are born with love. They don't care about the color of another child or what they look like. Let's play, let's have a good time, whatever it is, right? If love was stronger, then why is it so capable for people who are been children to be corrupted into having a hatred towards someone or some religion or some color if love is so strong? Because they're already born with the love, right? They've had it deep rooted. So how can the hatred conquer
overtake that?
Because the person generally teaching them or shaping that is normally from a place of love. So like, so hear me out.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I see where you're going.
So if I'm a child and my parent is, for example, a racist, I love my parent, so therefore, do you know what I mean? I'm trusting that out of love. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Until they've shown me a negative connotation, or I've gone out and I see the world for myself.
Right.
I'm like, actually, no. What I've learned home isn't right, and actually, Therefore, then again, love is harder because then now you have to.
now you have to challenge
Yeah.
the ones who you loved and
Yeah.
trusted,
Exactly.
who gave you hatred,
taught you the way. Yeah.
who gave you hatred. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
And that's why I don't think we realize how much of an impact we have on kids and the way of thinking and how important it is not to push your feelings and ways of the way that you think
And
onto
where
your
you
kids.
see the world. Yeah.
And it's hard because you want to teach your kids or younger. It doesn't have to be your kids.
And sometimes
it could be
all you can
nieces,
teach, you can teach them
nephews.
is what you know.
But is what we know the right thing for the world?
I hear you, but actually we still have to teach our children purely from the colour of our skin. There's certain things that, you know, we still have to teach them regardless if it's something you don't want to shape them with, like, you know, getting followed around in the shop.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to teach my son that. You know, I don't want to teach my son that.
Yeah.
Like if like in America or something, they have to teach their young black boys like
100%.
Do you know what I mean? They have to teach these, even though they don't want to, but they have to teach these things in order to survive. Do you know what I mean?
So, another question. If you had the choice, when you guys come to have kids or nieces and nephews and stuff like that, would you want your kids to experience racism?
Would I want them to?
Yeah.
In order to create resilience.
Whatever reasons it may be.
That's a very good question. I think there is a benefit of them understanding that this is in the world. Do I want them to experience it is different because not everyone takes it in certain ways and it's not an easy thing to take. Whether you can take it well or not, it's not an easy thing to take. Man, Simi. Can I not just like give them like 12 Years a Slave film and just be like, listen, watch Kunta Kinte and all that stuff?
Because they won't learn from that.
Yeah.
They will learn from it.
They won't learn. They'll learn. They won't learn about themselves. So the reason I ask is I got into a conversation with a couple and I said in a way, and it's very out there, so I know you guys are going to be like, what, Simi? But in a way, I want my kids to experience it to a level because I feel like experiencing racism to me really made me zone in, appreciate, love who I am and the colour of my skin. It made me do research. It made me look into my history a lot more. It made me and it made me, when I walk into a room, stand tall. Yes, I'm a brown Hindu girl. Yes, I am. It did make me go, no, I'm not. I should be ashamed of my colour. But that's one instance. It could definitely go the other way.
And that's the worry, isn't it? Like, you don't know how that
because you are you, right? At the end of the day, but I didn't think of it like that. Like that negative created a positive. Well, you created the positive out of the negative.
Because I feel like it came from like our dads, like and our mums, our parents would always be like, yes, you're Hindu and you're proud. Yes, you are Hindu. Why does that mean you can't do X, Y, Z? Yes, you are in the world in the eyes of the world, you are a brown girl or a brown woman, but why is that a bad thing?
Right.
So
because it's so easy for it to become a bad thing. Yeah. Based on everything that you see, everything that's classed as beauty, especially with same kind of age, was a white, blonde girl
Blue
and all that stuff. Barbie didn't have all the extra colours like nowadays, by the way. So you don't know about the Barbie movie. That wasn't a thing back then. But like genuinely, beauty was deemed as that. When you looked at anything, skincare and anything that involved you being some sort of beauty did not involve you being of colour at a certain time. Yeah. It has now, but it wasn't that. So when we grew up, our parents probably needed to give us that extra kind of listen, don't even like stress about that.
Don't matter.
They probably had to find
I feel like it's what we do now with our kids. When you say to like kids, you're a young black king, you're a young black queen, you're a young brown king, young brown queen. Like we now put the positive on like, regardless of your skin, you are a king or a queen. Yeah. And that's who we need to be raising.
And this is where, if anyone wants to question how far we've come, it's not small. These steps like this are huge. I know we've got a few minutes left, but quick one, I remember I was in Morocco recently, and I was at this Nikki Beach bar, and it was live, and there was loads of people, and I bumped into this guy, and black guy, and you know, he looked like he had money and everything else, and he had like his own little section. Anyways, I'm at the bar, he's there. I was like, "Oh, you right, bro?" He's like, "Yeah, you doing?" I was like, "Yeah, boom, chatting, blah 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 blah." And he said this thing to me, and it stuck with me. And he said, "I love this," and I said, "I love this too." And I was like, and I wish it happened more. And he said, "Do you know what I learned? Our parents," and he was like, assuming I was a second generation, whatever it is. Our parents were in survival mode.
They couldn't enjoy.
And I was like, and when he said it, I was like, huh? And he was like, we're not in survival. We don't have to be in survival. We're in an enjoyment mode, and now we can do that part. But before, they were mostly in survival mode. They
100%.
came here from wherever they are, and they had to be in a mode of do or die. This is it. This is my family, everything else. So you didn't really get into all of that extra stuff. You probably, if someone was getting discriminated against, you probably didn't want to get too involved in it because you also don't want to be discriminated against, right?
Yeah.
Because that's going to shorten your opportunities and your children's opportunities. And although I'm not saying that's right, but ultimately people have to be selfish sometimes in order to achieve certain things.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Our grandparents were in survival mode.
Yeah.
That's all they knew. That's all they could do. So when we grew up and there wasn't so much of a time of hearing all that stuff, and now people are all more like come together stuff, they didn't have time for that.
No.
Technically speaking.
That's true. And actually, to wrap up, you both touched on the love and hate thing. Is that you did that, and you said that guy, you loved that moment of love, and you said it. You touched on it a minute ago when you was talking about showing love to your kids and blah blah blah. And actually, it's easy. It's harder to love yourself in today's day and age because of so much social media and all the putting down than it is to hate. Do you know what I mean? So actually, you both touched on why love is such a powerful emotion. Just to wrap up the episode.
That's a good episode, man. Full circle. I knew I liked you guys for a reason. Anyway.
You had no choice.
Listen, guys, thank you for tuning in. If you have, you're already here. We appreciate every single thing you guys do and you guys put into this. Spread it, comment on it, share everything. Just please, we're trying to make this bigger than what it already is, and we need your help. And we appreciate you involving yourselves now. If you don't already know, the Instagram is Seems Legit the Pod. Mine is _SGums_. I'll let Jarrell do his.
JGums234.
And I'm XX Simi Baby XX.
But hey, anyways, listen. I know. Listen, guys, Merry Christmas, man, and
Merry
enjoy.
Christmas.
Spend as much time with your families.
Yeah,
because,
show love, not hate.
Yes, because we just found out love is stronger than hate.
It is.
Amen.
God bless everybody.
Peace.